Hey y'all, we're doing a kind of a different episode today. I'm going to be combining my one meal a day with Jay and my Moment with Jay podcast. So my vlog and my podcast, I'm going to be combining them today and explaining my experience with the one meal a day that I've been doing for the last 100 days. So I hope you enjoy this episode. Hey everybody, it's your boy Jordan, JusJrdn Perizzo. And for those who don't know me, I'm a personal trainer. I've been a personal trainer for about a decade now. I also own a gym in Edmonton, Alberta. I also own a fitness and entertainment company called Prime Purpose Movement, where I believe better art and healthier people will change the world. And I want to talk about my experience eating one meal a day for the last 100 days. All right, let me get it. Okay, let me go. Are we ready for this shit? What's up? What's up? I just wanted to hop on the mic and say, I know the world been a little chaotic and everything. I just wanted to check and make sure everything good in the hood like sure, you know what I mean? Say hi to the fam. Okay, let's get So I thought I would show what my body's looking like right now. So happy with it. I've noticed so much changes. So this is obviously just the front view. You can tell a lot has changed in my shoulders and my stomach. Here's my back. I've really noticed a lot of width gain on my back. And then here's one from the side as well. Just really leaning out, getting some good development in the shoulders and the pec. So here is the before and after in the front. And man, it's like night and day, really thinning out in the face. The abs, the chest is developing really nice, especially the upper chest, the shoulders, the delts. So much is coming through. And then you don't even really see my legs, but my hamstrings and my quads are developing so well. Here's one of my back. And you can just tell that I'm putting on such good size in the back while still losing weight. Like, you know, look how much bigger my back is looking. And I weigh less now. So I definitely have put on a ton of muscle, in my opinion, while still thinning out. Here's also another picture of me. So here's me at the beginning. Here's me, I think, on day... maybe 50 or 60. I can't remember where this, somewhere in between. And then me today. And you can notice, you know, I start to lean out in the middle here. But even from the middle picture of somewhere in between to me now, you can really notice in my upper chest, my core, and my face. So, you know, I've just constantly been getting leaner, getting stronger, putting on more muscle. And these are what my results are and have been, and I feel incredible. Yeah, so let's talk. Now, if you've watched my videos before, this one's just going to be a little bit different in structure wise. I'm going to throw my weigh-ins at the end. Just because it's not as important as the transformation photo that was at the beginning of this video. So you saw my transformation. I'm super hyped about it. I've definitely lost a significant amount of fat. I definitely have put on a significant amount of muscle, and I have also become much more conditioned and gained a significant amount of strength. For instance, my bench press has gone up from, I couldn't hit 275 at the beginning, and I hit it fairly easily the other day in the gym with my homie Andrew Menzak. Shout out my homie Andrew Menzak. And so it's been a very good journey for me. Now, there's just a couple things I want to make clear. Do I think eating one meal a day is for everyone? Absolutely not. And another thing that let's break down some more things. So, I don't know what I weigh in yet because I weigh in right before I eat at the end of the day. So, I'm just taking this number that I'm basing my results off of right now is, I'm going to be taking the 212.4 pounds, which I weighed in this week just a few days ago. And this is the lowest weight that I've hit so far. And if you see my videos, I journal my weight every day. I fluctuate quite significantly, but I eat an array of different foods. And so as you can see in my journal, that I do post daily is the weight fluctuation. And yeah, that's going to be water weight, that's going to be sodium levels, that's going to be stress, that's going to be you fluctuate weight, all kinds of reasons why. And you can fluctuate in the day between 5 and 10 pounds. So that's why the numbers that kind of fluctuate from time to time or day to day is not so significant. It's about the trend downwards or upwards. So let's start at the beginning. Why I started to do this was because I wanted to lose weight. And I wanted to get my eating under control. And I was kind of, for a while, I would say maybe lost. I've done a lot of fasting. My background in fasting, I've done many meals a day, many 2 meals a day. I've gone 5 days without food and water a couple of times. As my longest ones, I've done many 2 or 24 hour or 48 or 24-hour dry fasts, so no food, no water. I've gone 5 days without food and water many times. I've ate 100 calories a day for 2 weeks. I've done quite a bit of different styles of fasting. I've done 1 meal every 48 hours. I've done many 72-hour fasts. So my background in fasting is I'm quite experienced. And I was talking to the homie Cole Robinson, Snake Diet Wizard, and he was convincing me about trying something different. And he convinced me to try a very slow cut. And I was like, okay. And he's like, yeah, start thinking longer terms. And which was interesting because I was reading a lot of books, business and just success and stuff about thinking longer term and how short term thinking is kind of what's our society is right now. And everyone just wants that instant gratification. Everyone wants that quick fat loss. Everyone wants that blah, 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 blah. And so I was like, okay, I am trying to lose a significant amount of weight, but it's not like I'm severely obese or anything like that. And so, especially because in 2014, I competed in my first men's physique competition. And so it's now 2024, and I was like, it would be cool to get down shredded again and see what the change in my physique would be. So that's ultimately what the goal was when we started out. And so that being said, that's always kind of what the goal was, to kind of maintain a 1 pound weight loss for an entire year. So it's like, yeah, you could drop 52 pounds if you lost 1 pound a week. But the problem is people want to lose weight quickly. And this is where a lot of people might fail because, people want to make a lot of very substantial habit adjustments in a short time frame. So if you've been following my videos for a while, you can see that, especially at the beginning when I started this, I just kind of ate whatever, as long as I was just eating 1 meal a day. Good, bad, didn't matter. And people were like, this guy isn't losing weight as much as he should, blah, 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 all that stuff. But I was like, okay, I just need to build the habit. And so I built the habit. And now over time, I've tried to get cleaner, but I still allow myself those cheat meals, not as clean meals, a couple times a week or whatever, as long as I'm still progressing the way that I want to progress. Now, with all that being said, I've been achieving such fantastic results. And I know to some people, they're like, oh, this is so slow. But it's not. It's fantastic, consistent progress. Because, so let's take the numbers. So when I first started, I was 228.6 pounds. And then, so that was the day before my very first 24-hour fast. So that's what I weighed. I didn't eat all day the next day, and then I ate 1 meal. And then I continued on like that. So I was 228.6 pounds to start the journey. The lowest weight that I hit. I might have been lower today. I might be lower today, but again, I don't weigh in until later on, so that's why the weigh-in will be at the end of this video. So I'm taking the lowest weight that I've hit thus far, which was only a couple days ago, and it was 212.4 pounds. So that means that I lost 16.2 pounds. So, and that's in 100 days or 14 weeks. So if you divide the 16.2 pounds by the 14 weeks, that's 1.1 pounds a week on average of weight loss. Perfect. You know, we're hitting it perfect. Some weeks I didn't seem to lose any weight. Some weeks I put on weight. Some weeks I was holding water. Some weeks I lost more weight than others. And that's great. That's perfect. I'm not doing this as strictly as I could be. Could you have lost more weight during this time? Absolutely. You could have lost almost 3 times the amount. I could have probably been at my goal weight by now if I really wanted to push it hard and commit to it. However, that's not what I've done. I've done that many times in the past. I'm trying a different approach. And that's ultimately what it is. This whole 365 days, which is the full goal of eating 1 meal a day, that's when I want to hit my goal towards the end. So that's why I'm doing things the way that I'm doing it. Yes, you could totally speed this up. However, another few things that I want to add is just because I'm in a calorie deficit, just because I'm losing weight per week, doesn't mean that I'm not gaining muscle. Now, someone as advanced of a lifter as I have, I've been lifting weights for way more than a decade. So for me to be putting on anything more than maybe a pound a month would be very hard, especially in a deficit, but you can still put on. So I want to say that during this time, I may have put on about 3 pounds of muscle, and I've noticed it. I've noticed it in my legs. I've noticed it in my back, and I've really noticed it in my shoulders, especially my hamstrings, and so with that being said, I do believe that I've lost a significant amount of fat, maybe even closer to the 20 pounds of fat, and then maybe put on more like 3 or 4 pounds of muscle during this time. I'm feeling very strong. My bench press, for instance, yeah, like I was saying, I think I said it, I couldn't bench 275. I wasn't very close, and I did it no problem the other day. I'm now repping out 225, no problem on the bench press. So I've gained a significant amount of strength. Even things like overhead Arnold presses. I'm pressing now 60 pounds. I can curl 50 pounds an arm, no problem. I'm on most machines, legs, back, whatever, I'm maxing out the machine, which I couldn't be doing. I couldn't do that at the beginning. So I've gained a significant amount of weight. So on top of doing the 1 meal a day, I'm also only lifting weights twice a week. I do a full body, twice a week training style. So this is also been very beneficial because I'm getting quite a bit of recovery time. Yeah, these workouts are fairly long, pushing 2 or 3 hours, but it does allow me to get quite a bit of rest in between the lifts. I might be lifting on maybe Wednesday and Sunday, or Tuesday and Friday, or something, or Saturday. It's like I give myself at least 2 full days of recovery between each lift. And that's been another very significant game changer for me, because I used to do just your typical bro split, 5 or 6 day split, 5 or 6 days a week, and training one muscle group, and that's done me well for a very long time. But it's just to have this change up, I've seen quite a bit of strength gains, and it's all been pretty dope. So yeah, those are some of the big points that I wanted to hit on this Omad. There's a lot of benefits to it. It's helped me not snack, not just grab things and eat, because I'm like, man, I'm not even eating right now. It's cut out one of my worst habits, which was like sugary coffee. Yeah, I would only have a sugary coffee maybe once or twice a week, but now I don't have them at all. So that just helps. Yeah, this 100 days has been fantastic. My transformation has been everything that I've hoped it to be, and it maybe even better than I hope, because I didn't expect to be gaining so much strength along with this cut. We still got a long ways to go, both with how much more weight I want to lose, but also it helps to, but we also got a long ways to go with, we got 265 days left of of eating one meal a day. So we still got the entire the entire 365. Yeah, we still doing. I had to check how many days are in a year. It blinked for me on a second. So I still have 265 days. So, if I continue to lose at the weight that I am losing, I'll be right at my goal, kind of. The goal is about 180, 190 pounds, and we'll kind of see where I'm at then. I stepped on stage at 163 pounds about 10 years ago. So I'll kind of see where I'm at when I'm at the 180 mark, 190 mark, and then we'll kind of go from there. And then towards the end, I might try to really pick up the weight loss if I'm trying to get down to even closer to that 170. But again, that's a we'll see at maybe, day 300 or something. But yeah, I've been feeling good the whole time, and that's these are some of the benefits. I'm not snacking as much. I am eating less junk food overall. I am focusing on hydration. I do start every day with the snake juice. I would say 6 out of 7 days I start. Scared the shit out of me. There was a noise over there. Anyways, 6 or 7 days out of the week, I do start the day with snake juice. Once a week, I might just be running late or something, But I do get the snake juice in every day. It's great for just keeping me hydrated and on the go. I drink a lot of black coffee, 1 or 2, maybe 1 to 3 cups, but 1 to 2 cups every day. And yeah, it just allows me to keep track of my calories and my protein amount quite easily. It allows me to say no to things fairly easy. And it still allowed me to go, I've gone on dates. I've gone out to eat with the homies. I celebrated my birthday. I had Christmas dinner with everybody. I've still been able to make this adjustment fit for me. Again, do I think this is for everybody? No, but it is fantastic for me. I love it. Is every day easy? No. Some days I want to spend all day eating, but eating that one meal a day just is like, okay, just fucking chill out. No matter what your mood is, no matter what I'm craving that day, I'll be fine eating that one meal a day. So yeah, it's been a fantastic journey for me so far, and it's been a cool journey posting it and vlogging about it every day as well. And I guess that's maybe another cool part of this whole thing is the community that's kind of following along with this and hearing other people's journeys, and hearing people's criticism of my journey is cool. Keeps me in check. Hearing everyone's support and love, getting the questions that I have, and just interacting with y'all. It's become a cool thing. Yeah, it's a lot of work making sure to edit all these videos, and life gets in the way and everything, but it's also cool to have this constant to it's like, okay, I want to push hard. I want to eat this one meal a day because I'm keeping myself accountable with the video that's going out in public tomorrow, And so that's been really cool, and a couple of the clips have been doing really well, and it's been a really cool experience. So I've really enjoyed this journey so far. Yeah, so just pretty cool. And I know this might be a little. I think I'm actually also gonna throw this up as a podcast episode too, because I think there's just a lot to gain from this conversation. If you don't know, I do run a podcast. It's called The Moment with Jay, and I just think that this 100-day episode kind of also will fit in with the podcast episode. So I know this is kind of a weird episode for both the one meal a day fan base and the I should say viewership. I feel weird saying fan base, and and the podcast viewership too. So I know people don't always watch both of them, but I think this is kind of one that we can all that people will find value in for both. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe I get that wrong, but I like trying shit. So actually, I think this one will be kind of a double whammy, a podcast and the one meal a day and which is the daily vlog, and a moment with Jay, which is the podcast. Anyways, yeah. So yeah, okay. Dope. I think I got all of that I wanted to say out, and I hope that was good. But I do want to answer. I got a lot of really cool questions, so I do want to answer these questions, and that will be kind of the next phase, and then it'll kind of turn into my typical one meal a day with Jay. We'll get the weigh-ins, and we'll get to see the journal of my weights, and then kind of my activity for the day and the meals. So then, I thought I would do it this way so that everyone that kind of listens to the podcast, if they're not kind of interested in the one meal a day with Jay stuff, they can kind of just turn it off here, and then everyone who's just kind of the one meal a day people. Yeah, anyways, I'm kind of rambling here. Let's get to the questions. All right, let's get to some of the questions about the 100 days. This is a great one. So I always don't know how to say the title, the name of you at Sekekiku 1894. Sorry for butchering it. You got a couple questions, so I won't say it again, but I'll answer both of them right away. So, congrats on the new low, bro. 212.4. 100-day question. Why are you so excited about the 100th day? Great question. I was so excited about the 100-day. I am excited about the 100-day just because it's a good time for reflection and just to revisit, okay, why am I doing this? How have things been going? And should we be making adjustments, or am I satisfied with how things are going? Or, let's take a look at the progress, and what are we going to do? We're about just over a quarter of the way there, so we still got lots and lots of time. And if things continue on the way that they have been going, I'm going to be very, very happy with the results. So that's why it's just the 100-day just seems like a milestone. It's like 100 days, and it looks good, I think, on a YouTube thumbnail. But we'll see. So that's why I'm excited. It's just a good chance for reflection. It's good to reflect. But it's also good to not get caught up and just put in the work and keep your head to the grindstone and keep trucking forward. But, this 100 days is kind of a good spot to be like, okay, should we be making some adjustments, or are we doing pretty good? And I'm satisfied with the results, and I'll keep kind of trucking along until the progress is slowing down. So, great question. Thank you. I know you got another one here. You say, dang, thanks for the consistently posting, encouraging us out hint these internet streets. Question for the 100-day post. You asked a couple good ones here. Favorite or most satisfying meal thus far? Now, this is what's crazy. I've been thinking about this one. You asked this question, and what it is it might shock y'all, because it shocks me. I've had some good food during this time, but I think the best meal I've had so far happened only a few days ago when I went to Five Guys and got those 2 burgers with my homie before the hockey game. Unfucking real. Unreal were those were those burgers. Yeah, I'm a big fan of the burgers, and it's funny because I've been thinking about this for a while, and then you asked the question, and then I was like, man, I think that Five Guys burgers snuck in at the last minute. So that would be it. This again, you got some great questions here. Toughest moment, and how you overcame that moment. You know, there's been a couple tough moments. You know, especially when my mom gets sick. That's a time where I just want to kind of binge out, and I seek out comfort foods. You know, there was that period, mom sick, car broke down, blah 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 blah. That was a tough moment for me because I am an emotional eater. I like to eat. I like to eat to celebrate. I like to eat for comfort when things are going bad. And so this is one thing that the one meal a day is really good for me because it's like, okay, I'm having a bad day. Okay, I'm going to allow myself a bag of chips, but we're going to keep that in track because we're eating one meal a day and I don't want to be hungry tomorrow. So it's really helped me kind of keep that in balance in my own life. Really good question. Christmas and stuff actually was not as tough as I thought. Again, I got to eat all of this stuff. I overate, obviously, and if you look at my log, but it's, again, because I'm eating for such a long period, or my goal is over such a long period of time, to have those little hiccups like, you know, my birthday or Christmas and those holidays where I'm over consuming even in a small eating time. You know, it I'm still averaging the 1.1 even with that gain. And this was another great question. One exercise that's most impactful for you. The one I will say is incorporating the laying leg curl in. I have noticed quite a significant change in my hamstrings from incorporating both the seated hamstring curl and the laying hamstring curl. I just like the laying one a little bit better. Except for the last couple weeks, I have enjoyed the seated one. But that one, especially, you know, a lot of my leg exercises used to be huge, you know, squats and like deadlifts, but you know, those are also big full body movements. But incorporating the machines as the primary leg exercises over the last, you know, 80 days maybe, because I wasn't doing that at the very beginning. Maybe 70 days, maybe about last 70 days of doing the machines more have really been impactful to me during this time. Don't get me wrong, the squats, deadlifts, all that are very important. The unilateral, so one leg exercises, lunges and all that, I get a lot of that during my HIIT workout, so I don't need to focus them so much during the weight training. But that's what I would say. Great questions, and thanks always for all your comments and everything, my G. We got another question. Day 100, your favorite exercises by @hem. I'm sorry, I don't know how to say that. I think my favorite exercise over the last little bit has just been the bench press, just because I've been tracing the strength gain in that for the last little bit. It's just been kind of another goal while I've been working on these other goals, you know, and it's been exciting to get stronger in that lift and feel more comfortable in that lift, even though I've been benching for a long time. So that's been my favorite exercise. And actually, to talk about the machines again, the seated bicep curl has also become a very strong staple of mine. I've been getting really good pumps and just been able to focus on the contraction of my bicep a lot with the seated machine curl. Another question we got @BrianReed9382. Awesome work, boss. Stoked to see what you do for the 100-day video. Thank you. And it would be cool to hear your goals for the next 100 days. So awesome. Honestly, if I can be right on track, it'd be cool to be inching that bench press closer to that 300 mark, and it would be cool to be on the tail end of the 200 pounds. You know, I would like to be by then, so another, 14 weeks, so hopefully another about 16 pounds. So I hope to be pretty close to that 200-pound range, like 200-pound range by the next 100 days. That would be very, very cool. If not, just leaving it, if I'm kind of in that 198 to 200 and somewhere between 195 and 205, if I'm in that range in the next 100 days, we're killing it, so that's kind of the goal, getting my strength up and then just staying committed to eating the one meal a day, which has become a lifestyle at this point. Great question. Thank you. And I had to shout out the homegirl. There's so many of y'all that I wanted to shout out in this video. So many of y'all have been super encouraging, commenting so much, and I appreciate y'all so much through this all. But Kate here, she's been really good with keeping us all updated with her journey, which is cool. It's cool to see her progress and hear about her struggles and her victories, while I'm also doing the same thing, so that you can see that two people with similar goals kind of going about the one meal a day in their own way, but again, very similarly. So shout out Kate on this one. So day 94 for me, so she might be on day 95 or 96 now, but anyways, day 94 for me. Today I hit a new low of 20 pounds down. Congratulations. I'm continually surprised at how this challenge progresses. I got stuck for about 2 weeks, but I tried not to let it get into my head. I naturally wanted to get a little bit more extreme to get the scale to move, but I resisted the urge. And then the next 2 weeks, I hit a new lower lows 4 times. So just literally, Omad, and try not to stress. That's the key. And that's great advice, and with any kind of weight loss, but because we're on this one, it's all about the long term. Just because you're kind of stalling out or might not be seeing new lows, or maybe you're retaining water, or maybe whatever, the scale's not moving exactly. It's like you might not need to make as big of adjustments as you think you need. You might just need to be keeping going with the progress. If you know you're doing all of the right things, you just got to keep trucking, Weight loss isn't a linear thing. It isn't just a constant down. And just like gaining weight is, or gaining strength is, you're going to have peaks and valleys. And I hope that's not too loud. I think it'll be okay. And so, shout out Kate. Thanks for keeping up with your journey. Great. 20 pounds down in, again, just about 100 days, just under 100 days for you. Amazing results. And yeah, so I really appreciate everyone commenting and sharing your journeys, asking the questions, and I think this has been kind of a beautiful thing as we've been progressing through this all, So thanks everybody. Thanks for all your questions, all your comments, all the support, all the love, all the everything, and we'll keep trucking at it for the next 100 days, and then the next 100 days, and then the next 65 days after that, and we'll hit our goals, and we'll be shredded, we'll be strong, we'll be healthier, and we'll be better people because we've challenged ourselves. If we set goals and we've increased our discipline and our self-control, and that's what this is all about. Everything I try to do, it's all towards my vision, and it's better health. Or better art and healthier people will change the world. I try my best to be dedicated in the things that I do, and just to improve and to learn and to share my experiences with y'all. And I think I've been doing that, and I hope to continue to do that. And I hope we can continue this journey on over the next 100 days. And yeah, so. I think that's pretty much everything that I wanted to say in this regard. So thanks everybody so much. I know this is kind of a longer episode, but it's kind of a vlog podcast, kind of all mixed into one. But from here on, the next thing I'll throw into this will be my weigh-in for today, which will be day 100. And then I'm not sure what I'll weigh today. It could be lower than 212. It might be a little bit higher than 212. And then I'll also kind of run down what I'm doing for fitness and stuff today, and then you'll see my one meal a day that I'm eating today on day 100. So thank y'all so much for the love and support, and thanks for checking this one out. So, to my surprise, I'm weighed in at 212.6 pounds today, so that's fantastic. I thought I was going to be holding on to a little bit more water today, but I guess not. I was feeling good, and it's really rewarding looking back on and looking through these numbers. And, it hasn't always been going down. It hasn't always been easy, but we've been putting in the work, and you can see every day from the last 100 days, and this is just such a good routine. So shout out to my boy Cole, the Snake Diet Wizard, for getting me on this. And it's been a cool journey, and I can't wait to continue on. Look at that, 212.6 pounds. Okay, that was cool. This is a different episode, but I wanted the 100 episode to be a little bit different. But let me know what y'all think of it, and I'll make some adjustments, and we'll do another big episode on episode 200, or on day 200. But anyways, let's just get you caught up on how my day's been so far. I woke up, trained a client, and then I contemplated for so long how I was going to do the podcast and the vlog, and I decided to do it the way that I did it. It's a little chaotic, but I think it's dope. Anyways, so I ran a whole bunch. If you don't watch the vlog and you only listen to the podcast, this week I'm running boot camps for a school, elementary school, the same school my sister's at. And I've ran boot camps there for the last several years. It's also the school that I used to go to as a kid. All my family, all my siblings went there. And so it's always fun, but I always forget how exhausting it is to do those. So I ran 6 boot camps, 6 45-minute boot camps for 8 classes yesterday. Some of them had 2 classes combined. And so, I did hella exercise yesterday. Because everyone did 100 jumping jacks to begin with. And so just the jumping jacks alone, I did freaking 600 jumping jacks. Every class we did at least 50 bodyweight squats altogether. So that's another freaking 300 bodyweight squats, and then everything else, on top of it. So it's exhausting. My legs are dead today. I am going to be doing, I walked, I ended up walking to the store. The store that's a little bit further away, which is good. I needed to get at least a little bit of steps in. I wanted to recover today, so I did a little bit of walking, went to the store, got at least a little bit of sunshine, walked to the store, came back, filmed this thing, and now I'm going to get into the sauna, which this is one thing that's been a game changer. This is probably one of the greatest gifts I've ever been given. And I use it all the time, and it's been great for recovery. Everything else, recovery and sleep. This thing has been, me and my brother, we used to go to the saunas and stuff all the time, at the city gyms, but it's just so much more convenient to have it at your crib. Especially because then you can really put some time in. Today I'm probably going to shoot for about 90 minutes in this sucker, because I got another fucking 6 boot camps to run tomorrow, and my legs are dead. My legs and my shoulders are dead. So I'm really going to go hard with the recovery today. We're going to do this. I'm also going to get into a hot bath, and then I'm gonna try to eat quite a few calories today because I need it for the recovery. I should have maybe even ate more food last night, But that's okay. We live and we learn. I didn't think I was gonna be this sore, but I'm pretty fucking sore. I did a lot of work yesterday, and thank goodness I've been putting in work for a consistent amount of time, or I'd be dead, you know. So I got a huge day tomorrow, and which is cool. But today is gonna be really focused on recovery. So I'm gonna sit in here. I'm gonna edit some content and stuff, and then I am going to eat, and then I'm going to probably go to bed early, cause I gotta be up early for that tomorrow. But super awesome week. This is a really cool episode for me. I'm super excited that we've made it here, that I've gotten the progress that I've gotten, and I just want to say thank y'all, as always. So the next thing y'all will probably see is my day 100 meal. Woo! I might even I might celebrate with a little bag of chips or something. That sounds pretty good. I might walk to the store a little bit, just to move around a little bit more. Anyways, more love, more success, y'all. All right, y'all. This is the 100th one meal a day that I've had, and we're going pretty good on this one. All right, so let's start. So I'm basically eating what I'm eating yesterday, just a little bit more. So we got steak, 750 calories, about 105 grams of protein. I am gonna cook this. It's just not cooked yet. We got some more chicken breast, 330 calories, 62 grams of protein. We got a half a rack of ribs, about 500 calories, 40 grams of protein. We got a giant bowl of fruit here, about 200 calories. We got a protein shake. I finally made one for the video. This one's got pineapple, banana protein, and mango Greek yogurt in it for 300 calories, 30 grams of protein. And then for dessert, we got a little bit of something special. This is the new Tim Hortons Retro donut, so they're bringing it back. It's walnut crunch, I think. 360 calories, 4 grams of protein. And then I got this little Jello cup, man. It's cheesecake, and it's like 130 calories, 2 grams of protein, for a total of 2,600 calories, 240 grams of protein. More love, more success.